lesson number 20. It's always good to have boundaries. And the reason why that I found that this is important is because as a father, a husband, a leader, and just a man in general, you got to definitely put yourself always in the best position to succeed. And see, when I was younger, when I first became a leader, I did not realize the importance of having boundaries. To the point of, I used to want to be cool with everybody I worked with. Like, I wanted to be your friend. I wanted you to like me. And what I end up getting myself into is situations that were not unhealthy. They were tricky situations for me. I can remember one night working as a respiratory therapist, and because I was really cool with the staff, we had this one situation with a patient where I needed them to do something for me. And because we were so cool, they was like, man, go do it yourself. And at that particular point, what I realized is because I had no boundary with that person, they didn't respect me. And see, the important thing about boundaries is they create a line that people don't cross, so they will know their place and you will know your place. And I think it's also safe as well in leadership. It's healthier, right? For people to just know, look, this is my position and this is your position and this is the expectations that you are supposed to do and these are the expectations that I am supposed to do. And that situation, man, it really taught me a world of difference, to the point now as a manager, man, I realized that though I want people to like me, it's better that they will respect me. And the best way you can do that is create boundaries for yourself. Don't fool yourself to think that not having a boundary can bring you into favor with people. Actually, having a boundary will bring you into more favor with people. So I realize, and I want you to realize, not the hard way like I did, not having a conversation with a person, and that confrontation I had with that person, man, we had to sit down and have a talk. And guess what I had to do? Reset the boundaries with that person. And now to this day, we are great friends and we have no issues with each other. Man, if I would have had the wisdom then that I had now, man, I'd be on a whole nother level. To my lesson 21, education is very important. And I'm not just talking about book education, right? I'm talking about practical common sense, right? And I think the reason why that's important, like, I'm not knocking anybody who has their PhD, anybody who has their master's degree, because I have a master's degree as well. And I'm thinking about going to get my PhD. But what I realized is the more you educate yourself, this is what I'm talking about. The more you read, the more you learn, the more you grow. Don't wait for somebody to bird feed you. Instead, you have to be a lion and go and hunt for yourself. Because if you do not educate yourself, meaning make yourself aware of the things you need to know to progress, make yourself aware of the things that are going on in this world, and also make yourself aware of the gifts that you have inside of you, you will always come up short. And I see too many people come up short. And I want to encourage you today. What I realized, I found my gift in being educated. That's why I went back and got my master's degree. Because in order to compete in leadership, I had to have a piece of paper that allowed me to sit at the table. In addition to that, I needed to have the intangibles. Now, the way you get this education now, I'm not saying just go sign up for school tomorrow, but you have to do a thorough assessment of yourself by, number one, seeking God in prayer and asking him, God, what is my gift? Number two, seeking godly counsel to somebody who can guide you and lead you in the right way. Number three, when you find out your gift, allow it to become your passion. And as you allow it to become your passion, number four, get up every day and make a decision to go as hard as you can to accomplish that goal, no matter how difficult it may seem. To my lesson number 22, never ever put yourself down. What are you saying, Aaron? As individuals and people, we are more likely in our internal voice say negative things to ourselves. You discourage yourself. You talk bad to yourself. You call yourself all type of names. You give up easily just because things get difficult. You watch all type of shows that are not encouraging for you. And what I want to tell you today is learn to never give up on yourself by loving yourself. I can remember, man, when I started this journey 4 years ago, you don't know how many times I wanted to give up. You don't know how many dark days I had. And what I realized at the end of the day, that the enemy wanted to destroy me. The reason why the enemy wanted to destroy me, because he knows that, man, what God is going to do through me and my family and my ministry and those that I love, it's going to be revolutionary. And I'm never giving up, and I encourage you not to give up either. To my lesson 23. The older you get, the more humble you have to walk. What I'm saying today is there are many different situations that I got into when I was younger. And now that I'm older, I realize, man, I was too prideful. And even though I may know more now that I'm older, the more I know, true power in what I know is the ability to relinquish what I know in order for someone else to grow. Let me tell you an example. My wife, beautiful woman, very quiet, but she's not very outspoken. And what I realize in my older age is, though I'm very wise and she looks to me for a lot of wisdom, a lot of encouragement, a lot of guidance, I had a problem of not listening to her. And not listening to her, it got me in trouble from the point that I would make major mistakes. For example, my most recent mistake is we had this once in 800 years, it wasn't a lunar eclipse, but it was the moon and it was two planets aligning. And she told me at sunset, let's go out and let's see this particular event happen. We'll never get to see it again. And guess what my dumb self said? I said, oh, it's gonna happen at 8 o'clock, thinking I know everything. And guess what she did? Reluctantly, she followed me because I told her, look, it's 8 o'clock. You know, I'm the man, it's 8 o'clock. It's come to find out, we went out at 8 o'clock and we absolutely missed it. So I don't want you to make the same dumb mistakes I made. The older you get, the wiser you get, the more humble you have to walk in your life. Because you don't want to look like an old fool. I know I don't. Hope you're encouraged by these lessons as we continue to grow together.